Hi, I'm Kamille Jackson, and welcome to another segment of Build By. I'm here with my good friend and wealth advisor, Imara Pinnock from VM Wealth Management. Hi, Imara.
Hi everyone, welcome to another series.
Yes, so as you know, this summer we're going to be building on entering into the real estate market through a variety of ways. So today we're going to go through the foundation, the first step in the foundation, so that you can enter into the real estate market at any level you desire. And what we want to do is share that with you. So we're going to discuss three topics today: thoughts, growth mindset, and breaking traditional thought processes.
Right.
All right.
Okay, so each and every person, you have to understand that, when you are getting started with something, you have to have a strong mindset. And if you don't have a strong mindset, trust me, you won't get anywhere. So what you think is what you believe. I mean, in today's society, you'll find persons saying, oh, they're stuck with thoughts that, are not true. They're all myths. For example, in investment, persons think that, oh, they're not going to invest their money because, okay, when I invest my money, I'm going to lose all my money.
Right.
No, it's what you think is what you believe. So sometimes you have to try and break away from those thoughts and know what you want for yourself and get started, right?
Right. So you mentioned something so important and very passionate to me, which is the thoughts, the point of thoughts. And for me, thoughts are things. So what you think becomes. And you have this old adage, as a man thinketh, so is he. So the
Right.
reality is, if you think a particular way, you will be that way. So if you want to change how you are, you change how you think. So I see that in what you're coming through in what you're saying, that if you want to think differently about investing, some people are fearful about investing, some people think that they're going to lose everything or that they need gazillions of dollars to start investing. But you're saying that it's otherwise.
Right. Firstly, you have to have a growth mindset. A growth mindset is very important in order for a person to be successful. I mean, some of us maybe think that, okay, some persons are more successful than we are, but think about it. You as a person, what can you do to change that, right? You have to think, what is it I can do to make myself a better person? Think about some of your challenges that you may face, your setbacks. You have to put yourself in a position to say, okay, I can grow in some of my strengths. You know what your strengths are, some of your abilities, so you can do this in order to make yourself a better person. And once you start doing this, I mean, the growth mindset, it will help you to elevate yourself.
Absolutely, and I like what you said. You think about who it is that you want to be, because as you said before, if you focus on a thought, thoughts are things. So if you focus on a thought over and over again, that is what comes to be. You ever think about somebody and them just pop up and say, "But wait, I was just thinking about you." That is a small sample of how your brain has power and how you have power over your brain. So, a lot of my clients sometimes, Imara, in real estate, they want a particular property, but they say, boy, Kamille, it's too expensive. I don't have the money. I can't afford it. My family has never really moved to this neighborhood. And I see a pattern in how they're thinking. And so you're suggesting that a growth mindset now would be shifting that paradigm, shifting that
Yes.
thought process to something of not even that I can, but how can I? Asking yourself empowering questions to develop that growth mindset, because it is a muscle.
Yes, it is. It is important. I mean, for example, some of these persons who are millionaires today, they weren't born in the money, but how they become a millionaire, right? By having a growth mindset. They think and say, okay, I want to achieve this. I want to be this person. And they try to, build on their abilities and say to myself, okay, I got to do this in order to reach where I want to, right? And you have to think about it sometimes, guys. We have to be consistent with some of our actions.
Oh,
right?
you're bringing up something here. You're talking about having goals because I want to get somewhere, being consistent.
Yes.
I know I'm punching some people there, poking some people in the side.
Yes, that is important in
Mhm.
being consistent in whatever you do, right? Consistency is key.
Right, okay. So we're good getting some good tidbits here. And people might be thinking, what does this have to do with investing and getting into real estate? So let's tie it right back for them.
I mean, for investments, so persons may think that they want to ask the question, how soon will I see a return? How soon can I make this amount of money? I mean, you cannot tell because you haven't started. You have to get started. And with investments, if it's that you get started, don't think that you're going to put $10,000 down today and in maybe a week you see that, oh, my money gone to maybe 50,000. No. And if you want to really see great results from some of your investments, you have to think about adding subsequent amount to these investments. So persons maybe invest 10,000 today and leave it tomorrow because, oh, maybe they see where some of the money have devalued. That's not having consistency, right? So you have to ensure that you're always trying to do what you have to do in order to reach that goal that you want to, right? I'm sure with real estate, if you see a property that you want, I'm sure that you have to know where you're going to get the first down payment, right?
Right. So you have to start. She's very correct. You have to start. You have to have a goal. What is my goal? If I want to buy a property that costs X amount of money, if I know the process, you want to know that you have to put down a deposit, and the deposit is going to be about X amount. But if you don't have the first dollar, what you have to do then is start.
Yes.
And it starts with your thinking by saying, I can afford this. Let me work out how it is that I can make this happen.
Yes, you cannot achieve anything if you don't put in the work. You have to put in the work in order to reap the rewards. And that's something I live by. If I tell myself as a person, okay, I need to achieve this. For me as a person, I work with timelines, right? I tell myself, okay, by next 3 months, I want to get this done. And trust me, I do whatever it takes for me, in order to reach that goal because I know I'll be proud of myself. So you have to be consistent, guys, and you have to do what you have to do. Put in the work in order to reap the rewards.
Okay, and the other thing that we want to also break it down to is, as we said, we're thinking. We want to realize that who you're around also has an impact. Because, as we said before, you could be with your friends and your friends are all saying, why I can't afford that, that's for rich people. But if you want to change, your thought process. Also look for persons who you can spend time with, people who have the same mindset that you want to develop, and you will learn from them. The Bible says, hang with the wise and become wise. So you want to also create a new community for yourself, because it also will do two things. As you take action, as Imara says, you must act, you must do something. They can also keep you accountable so that you will remain consistent, and
Right.
your thoughts will develop. They will become habits after a time because you're working on them.
Right, that's true. And you said it, Camille. Breaking traditional thought process is very important. Guys, you have to be aware of some of the things that we think. If we aspire to be negative, our life will be negative.
And I don't think even that we aspire sometimes, Just sometimes you grow up with your great granny or somebody, and they keep saying, you think money grow up on trees? Put it down. You can't afford it. And you don't even realize that you've been hearing this for so long, you believe it. Or you don't even know that you believe it. It just has become a part of you. So
Right.
breaking those thought processes
Breaking
is
those
an
thought
active.
process, right? It is very important.
Yeah.
I mean, some persons may think that, oh, because I've gone through certain things or certain things in the past, I cannot do this anymore. No, your challenges is something that should motivate you, right? All the setbacks that you have had, that should actually motivate you to say, okay, I need to do this because, I've went through this and this is what I need to do now in order to achieve what I have to achieve. So you have to be aware of it, guys. You have to take action of your own life, right? And as I said, if you think it, you believe it.
And then what you believe is what you do. So we're wrapping that up. Our first foundation. Thank you so much, Imara, for all those nuggets. So we have 3 things where we focused on. Our thoughts. We have power to think what we want to think. So we want to become aware of what it is that we're thinking and ensure that it will lead us to where we want to go. We're also ensuring that we have a growth mindset, so that we are learning continually and staying around persons who can help us and who we can also help, and staying positive, right? And then we're going to break those traditional thought processes that no longer serve you. We're going to be able to choose the thoughts that we want to choose and be able to put a barrier towards the ones that don't serve us anymore.
Right.
So think on these things, everyone. Think on these things as we build together your wealth portfolio. Here with Kamille Jackson and Imara Pinnock on Build By.
Build by
Your investments made simple.